football season is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. Welcome to Tulsa, Oklahoma, home to the Golden Hurricane of Tulsa, as we'll see a team from the American, the UAB Blazers, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Tulsa Golden Hurricane. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Tulsa will kick off and we'll get this game started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He gets a block. He just about popped that one for a long one, but as it is, he gives his team a lot of momentum with a solid return. Motion from the wide receiver. Oh, not able to hold his water, and the offense will have it stepped off against them. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty.
Okay, ready? Igloo! Igloo! Go!
Using his legs, it's Jackson. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. All right, guys, let's look at the situation for UAB. Can be a little bit tricky to balance that high school recruiting, transfer portal recruiting for some of the non-traditional powers. But when they're grabbing linebackers like this guy, you know they're doing the right thing.
Absolutely, and there's nothing tricky about that, right? Like, recruiting high school players is essential. Transfer portal is good to supplement, but getting a guy like this that can run at the linebacker spot, it can upgrade your roster immediately.
Looking downfield, it's Kitna. Fires to the big fella. And he's wrestled to the ground.
And it's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
The Blazers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. To the ground to try to pick up the first. There he goes. Touchdown, UAB! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And every team has their script, and they want to get the game off on this foot, and they want to make sure that they have balance and get these plays in, and assert the line of scrimmage. Run the football, and they do. They create the explosive run, and they open this football game with a touchdown.
And he made that extra point. The wet turf, no problem at all.
7, Tulsa, 0.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. Turn on that one for a touchback. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. All right, guys, let's take a big view of Tulsa. I'm sure you guys saw a great pickup in the backfield. 3-star running back gave a verbal last week. And getting good talent like this is really what programs at this level need to thrive on.
It's pivotal, Reese. And now you got a big commitment at the running back spot with those 3 stars. And now you start to build a class around him. Get everybody else excited. This is how you build a program.
Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the tailback. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Let's talk for just a second here about Tulsa. Not sure if you guys saw this, but they had a big-time four-star running back give a verbal commitment last week. What's his transition going to be like, David?
First of all, everybody saw it. It's all over social media, right? The excitement of landing a guy of that caliber. And just, I mean, that creates excitement in the whole recruiting class in this next cycle.
They've got him now. He almost picked up that first down on the screen. All right, guys, let's take a big view of Tulsa. The biggest problem for schools at this level is getting enough big bodies, particularly on the offensive line, and getting a three-star guy like this can really help them at this level, Jesse. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
That is coverage just the way you draw it up. Don't even let it get started, and they knock him down deep in his own end. They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. Looking for room. It's Jackson. Not much there. He gets one to the 11. Let's talk for just a second about UAB. Great pickup on the defensive front. Three-star defensive lineman gives a verbal commitment last week, and you really need to bring good talent into the program. Maybe diamonds in the rough. At this level, that's how they thrive.
Oh, there's no doubt. And just some of these guys, they're not as refined, but they've got the tools, right? And so I think he's got the tools, and this is a guy that you can build around on that defensive line. You need all the big bodies you can get.
Looking downfield, it's Kitna. Catch in the middle, it's Ferguson. Oh, he's got some space. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
To the air on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. Fires to the big fella.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable. Really putting this offense in a good position.
And the Blazers come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They're a couple of yards short of the first down, but the offense will stay out there on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think You see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Dropping back, it's Kitna. Bringing the heat. Kept it, and he's past the marker. Breaks into the open. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28.
This is the most annoying thing in the world for a defense, is when you start to play all these plays and all these pass concepts and routes, and then you let the quarterback get outside the pocket, and he takes off, and he gets a first down. Like, so much to defend. That is the hardest thing to defend, because you don't know where it's going to happen on the field and when it's going to happen.
Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Klein. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. The Blazers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Give to the back. They'll give him maybe 1 on the play. It's down to the 20.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And the Blazers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short.
Green 25. Acorn.
Wants to throw on 3rd down. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. 3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They are a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity.
Hornet.
Looking to pass. It's Kitna. Here comes the heat. And here's a fumble way behind the line.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. Problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Motion from the wideout. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turtle one loose downfield. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. The offense very fortunate to get that ball back. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. He'll try to put one down the boulevard from 42 yards out. No good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
Well, they knew coming into this game, touchdowns were going to be real hard to come by going up against this defense. So when you got opportunities to kick field goals, you've got to come away with 3 points. You're not going to get these chances very often.
Starts a drive trying to go up top. Oh, it's picked off. He'll try to take it back. He's at the 30. He's at the touchdown Blazers. The defense putting points on the board.
Really nice drive by this offense. This is a top 10 defense. This is a challenge They're going to make everything difficult. So when you can make some plays against this defense, you got to absolutely take advantage, create some momentum for your squad. Nice drive by this offense.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Back to throw, it's Francis. Catch in the middle, it's Foley. Let's talk for just a second here about Tulsa. They were really excited about the pickup they got last week. Commitment from a 3-star defensive back, David. And when programs at this level can get guys like that in the building, everybody celebrates.
That whole building gets excited because transfer pool is one thing, but high school recruiting, when you can get somebody out of high school with some raw tools that are really good, you can see the future could be bright. You take those guys, you try to develop them instead of going into the transfer pool.
Tulsa trying to power ahead on 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
4th down and 3, and they'll try to pick it up. Rushes on him. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out, you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on 4th down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Pocket breaking down. Finds his man. It's Milner. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
Nice job by the quarterback knowing where his answer was against the blitz and against man coverage, picking up that completion.
To throw, it's Kitna. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
He gets a hand on it, it's blocked.
You never know how weather affects the kick, and the rain's coming down, obviously, but the field goal unit does a great job getting penetration, getting back deep in the backfield, and then blocking the kick for the big momentum shift.
They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Got his man in the middle. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. How about the little toss out to the fullback to give him a touch?
And you said little toss because they're not trying to throw bombs to the fullback. This is a guy that's going to be more of a possession wide receiver, but if you can depend on him and he can catch the football consistently, you can get those little gains, those positive gains, and keep the defense a little off balance.
With the catch, it's Presley. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. That offensive line grabbing and holding on, and they'll back up and try it again. Here comes the offense on 2nd down.
Get set.
Looking to fire. It's complete on the right side. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Man, the offense got away with one there. That was supposed to be a running back screen. Instead, the quarterback threw it somewhere else. And with all the offensive line running way down the field, They're lucky that wasn't a penalty.
The Golden Hurricane needing a big play to keep this drive going. Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to throw. It's Francis. Unloads it downfield. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
Makes a move. He turns like that or why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. First play of the drive, wants to throw. The quick out. And they knock him down. There was nowhere to go. Defense is swarming. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They're dealing with a second and long.
Let's go. Pilot.
Wants to go up top. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Caught near the sticks. It's Jackson. Turning it on. Offense has gained momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
To the air, it's Kitna. Working the big fella downfield and outside. Touchdown, UAB. Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
Man, I've been really impressed with this offense this first half. Coming in a hostile environment, hostile crowd. Man, they haven't given them anything to cheer about. Offense, defense, now up 20-0, and these people are eerily quiet here.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. On the run, it's Allen. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, it was a good throw, it was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Tulsa in a tough spot here on third and long. He might want another play. On third down, going up top. A strike downfield. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Tulsa comes to the line with a 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Francis. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wide receiver comes in motion. 2nd and 10, he'll throw again. Grabbed in the middle, it's Johnson.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Tulsa trying to move the chains on 3rd and short. To the ground to try to move the chains. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
And on that play on the RPO, they had the look they wanted, but up front, they just could not get the job done. You see linemen losing their one-on-one battles. There was nowhere for that running back to go.
And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. Kick is short, and he's going to try to make something happen.
And I love that the field goal block unit was prepared. They had a guy back deep. They understood it was a long field goal. And, Jesse, how about making a play as a field goal kick team, basically a kickoff team, going and making a tackle?
Yeah, they were saying, we're not doing kick 6. This isn't Auburn, Alabama back in the day. And the big fellas up front, it's the offensive linemen that have to get out there and make a tackle. You're right, that was impressive.
We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
UAB 21, Tulsa 0.
He'll put total leather and get this second half started. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Keeping it on the ground to open the second half. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. It's Francis. Makes the grab down the middle.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Caught in the backfield, it's Ellison. He's got enough, and it'll be a 1st down for Tulsa.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop, caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning 2. That was beautiful.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Snagged in the middle, it's Booker. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort, and right now they're making the most plays.
They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. Tulsa seems to have the whole playbook working. Wants to go up top on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Foley. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle.
There he goes. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Tulsa.
When you run these screen plays, you're trying to get your playmaker the ball in space, and what a great job. They get it to the running back, but look at the blocks out in front. Everybody paving the way, creating some space, and then he's got so much speed, he can take care of the rest. Really, really nice screen pass.
21, Tulsa, 7.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Gonna run it. It's Jackson. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. To the air. It's Kitna. Just missed on the connection. Incomplete. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Quickly to the tight end. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
The Blazers will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, it's Kitna. Pulls it in, it's Hooks. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
One of the things I love about the passing game we've seen on offense so far here is just how good the decisions have been by the quarterback. He's not being too greedy. When the shot plays have been there, he's taken them, and they've scored points because of that, but he just takes what the defense gives him, and you're just whittling away, and you're marching the ball down the field. Really good decisions by the QB.
He stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25.
Second down coming up.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. And And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. From the gun, wants to pass. Blasted as he lets it go. Pick! Oh, what a play by this defense! He can be dangerous with the ball in his hands, but no room to return that pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Got a man, it's Lucas. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. You see his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Quarterback may change this route. Back to pass, it's Francis. Fakes to grab. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
The Golden Hurricane to the line, facing 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Caught behind the line. It's Allen. Breaks into the open. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle, it's Presley. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. He'll pull it down. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the first down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble plays like that from him.
Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Line gets set, first down. Looking to throw, it's Francis. A shot toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous, if you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
The Golden Hurricane needing a big play to keep this drive going. Quarterback extends the play. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And the defense has given up some plays, some passing yards on this drive. You want to stop that? Nice job rushing the quarterback, making him feel a little bit of pressure and getting him on the ground and now getting him behind the sticks.
That's now the second missed field goal for this guy. You have to wonder if the weather is playing a bit of a factor. Not easy to kick in these kind of conditions with all this rain.
Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. They'll leave it with him. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Oops, someone moved just a bit early, and the offense is going to pick up a penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Back to pass, it's Kitna. Under fire. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
That is not an easy situation if you're an offensive lineman, 2nd and 3rd and long, because you know the D-line, they're coming. They know you're throwing the football. As an O-lineman, you better get out of your stance and get your hands up and punch and not miss, because if you do, then that's what happens right there.
And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Comes back onto the field. They built up some time of possession with that last drive, but couldn't turn it into points with the missed field goal. We'll see if they can put something on the board this time. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Tulsa with the playbook wide open here on 2nd and short. Back to pass. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Taking it the other way. Returns it down to the 47-yard line, and his defense thrives on taking the football away. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Takes the handoff. It's Jackson. Turning it on. Gets it past the marker. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the 1st down.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
And the Blazers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. They're going to ride this running back. Got it inside the 30 before he's finally pulled down at the 25. It's a gain of 6.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
The Blazers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The give to the back. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. The give. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10.
29, Phil, go!
Leaves it with the running back. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Kitna. Under fire. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
3rd and long situation, we're bringing an extra DB on the field, but we're telling our front guys to pin your ears back and go get the QB, and they get the job done.
Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. And if they can make this and turn it into a 3-score game, they'll have this one all but locked up. The official says no good. Missed the field goal, but still a 2-touchdown lead at 14.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink. When you knock it off the crossbar, those are ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a miss and a missed opportunity.
He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it. The Golden Hurricane way behind the chains here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. He's going to run it. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we've certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Tulsa in a tough spot here on 3rd and long. To the air, it's Alford. Unloads to the wideout. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds in this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. He's got it, 1st down and more. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
Hey, I got to be honest. I don't know if the defense was expecting that type of throw on 4th down. It looked like they were all huddled close to the line of scrimmage, looking for something in the quick game, but instead the quarterback takes a shot vertically down the field, gets the defense off guard.
And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Looking downfield on 1st down. Quick strike complete. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. The play action fake. He makes a grab. Give him 6 and give them a chance with the late touchdown still alive in this one.
And listen, still a ways to go. But great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a 1-possession game. We got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stop? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
Getting set for the point after. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. So an 82-yard drive there. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll start the return inside his 25. He's brought down after a good return, gets it out to the 31.
UAB offense will take over. 1st and
10. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Using his legs, it's Jackson. It's runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the Blazers enter the final minute of play, trying to run out the clock. Handoff to the single running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Coming to the line of scrimmage on 3rd down. They'll try the run. And some room to work. Got the 1st down. Looking for more. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Well, that's kind of the advantage of 3rd and medium, right? Is the defense, you keep them guessing. You could throw it, you can run it. That time they hand it off, and they pick it up.
Yeah, and you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back blasts through, gets the 1st down.
Timeout called by the defense, 27 seconds to go.
Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense, so this has got to be excruciating for them. They know the offense is just going to take their time before they snap the ball.
The run to the left. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football continue to run the football and also give up the football and give a gift to the other team. This one's over if I just take a knee.
It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get the close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time play.